everybody. It is Katie and Jen, aka JD, which is what we call her. Funny story. If you don't know that funny story, give us a hand up. Do a little comment below and say, I don't know the funny story. Tell me the funny story. And then we'll talk about the funny story and why her name is JD. But here we are again with neighborhood news. And good morning, my lovely co-host. How are you?
Morning. Good. How are you?
Doing awesome. I'm really excited to talk about the neighborhood that we have today because it's a newer neighborhood, right?
Yeah, it's brand new, like
Sweet.
within the last year.
Sweet. I love those. Those are exciting. And I know being the new build ninja, those are exciting for you too. So for those of you who don't know who we are again, Katie and Jen with Team EvoAZ at eXp Realty. We have sold a few houses a time or two in our experience. Would you say?
I saw your post of what we're up to.
Yeah, we've crested 1,100 and we are now north of 1,100, which is pretty cool. That's a lot of transactions. That's a lot of experience. That's a lot of stuff that we had to deal with and problems we had to solve. Really,
I was like, that's a lot of situations and solutions and
and families.
Like, there's just so much that can happen behind the scenes and just crazy. So
it's so true, but it's so awesome to have been through that before. You can see it from a mile away. You know how to get around things. You know the solutions before the problems hit, right? So less about us, more about this new neighborhood. Take it away, JD.
So this neighborhood we're going to talk about, it's called Alamar. It's a new one. You often hear about me talking about Eastmark and the East Valley and stuff. Same builder, or not same builder, same developer, just on the west side. So I just saw something where it was 2 years ago that they announced that they were starting the neighborhood. Their neighborhood group only has 39 people so far.
Oh, wow.
So it's still very, very new.
Yeah.
The community is located off Avondale Boulevard and Broadway. So traditionally that would be really, really far out, right? Like we used to live, I think 5 miles east of there. And I used to drive down to that area just to go drive in a quiet place,
Mm-hmm.
It's down by Phoenix International Raceway where they do NASCAR.
Oh, right on.
You will hear some NASCAR. It's not that bad. It's fun.
Well, if you're into that, then cool. You're right there.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's only a couple times a year. So yes, Avondale and Broadway. Let me pull up a map. I'm going to start sharing it early. Here is Google Maps. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. So if I zoom out, you can see the whole valley. So let's go west side and down. So we're only 4 miles from the 10.
That's awesome.
And now the new 202, which is amazing, is probably about 6 miles maybe on Broadway. There's not much traffic on Broadway, so it's kind of like a straight shot. So if you have friends on the east side, you don't have to deal with downtown and all that kind of stuff. It's really not bad.
I totally agree. That 202, because I live in Ahwatukee, so I use that 202 a lot. I mean, my gosh, we have a listing in Glendale, listing in Surprise, and a listing in Avondale coming up this week. So I've been going to the west side a lot. And to be honest, from where I'm at in Ahwatukee, it's 20-30 minutes, which it's 20-30 minutes for me to get to you. You know what I mean? So it's really opened things up in that south side of the city for sure.
Yeah, and even for you, with the Toto, if you want to go to a football game or something, it's much better than it used to be.
Oh yeah.
And that's helping this area a lot. Here's the satellite view, but if you look over at Levine, this area has blown up.
Oh yeah.
So much stuff coming in because the freeway's right there. And this, all this development is just insane to see. Because I remember when the I-10 cut down to 1 lane at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's a full-on freeway and stuff. So there's a lot more stuff around. Here is kind of
changed.
Here's kind of this is old, obviously it's not updated yet, but where the community is a couple miles south, this is the Phoenix Raceway.
Mm-hmm.
There's these kind of cool wetlands down here, the Salt River. I used to drive by and I used to see people popping out of the bushes and stuff because the grass, it's pretty hot. And I was like, what are they doing? And a lot of people go in there fishing and stuff. And They go birding. I don't know. What is birding? Like just watching birds or what?
I guess. I mean, that's really a thing. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of different birds and people really get into that. It's a huge big deal.
Yeah, and there's a whole lot of wildlife down there. It looks like a cool place to kind of escape from, regular kind of city life. And then the Estrella Mountains are right down there, so it's a really pretty view.
I have never been in that wetlands area. I'm gonna have to
Really,
check
it's
it
so
out.
cool.
Yeah.
There's like no traffic down there at all. It's amazing. Let's see if this will work. I'm gonna stop sharing and then I'm gonna pull up a picture to share so you can see what it really looks like, not just a map view. So here is kind of an aerial view. There's the neighborhood down there on the bottom.
Oh, and the mountain views.
Yeah,
Oh,
so the mountain views are really pretty.
gorgeous.
And then there's those wetlands down there, so it's really close.
That's cool.
I
What
know.
a great location.
Yeah, totally. Now let's see. So there are a bunch of builders there. So just like Eastmark, here is kind of their map of the phases. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So off Avondale Boulevard, you come in. Phase 1 is right there. They're going to be building an elementary school. They're working on the big park right now. And then I believe that the pool is done now, which is cool.
Right on. It looks
So
like it's going to be a good size for that
Yeah.
neighborhood.
So it's not as huge. It's not like Eastmark huge because that's going to be like 15,000 houses apparently. I
Right.
don't know. They're still going after like almost 10 years, but this one it's going to be just under 4,000 houses total. So if you want that kind of feel but don't want the massive size, it's
Mm-hmm.
probably a little bit more close knit community.
Hey man, that's still not bad. My community has 109 houses in it.
109.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
We have
some
a
people
neighborhood
like that.
group. We have a neighborhood group that has 45 people in it. We're like, sweet, half the neighborhood's in here.
That's cool. I mean, some people like that though. They
Yeah,
don't want like
I
a
do.
lot of drama or anything like that,
Yeah, we don't have all of this stuff that we're talking about here that this community has, which, kind of bums me out sometimes, but it's fun. Yeah.
You live close to a lot of recreation though.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So here is the current phase 1. So we want to talk about builders. I have worked with a good chunk of these builders and know people who've built with them if I haven't, so I can get some good feedback.
For sure. I have a David Weekley home.
Yours? Oh yeah, yours.
It's not David Weekley because it was built in the 90s by T.W. Lewis.
T.W. Lewis is a great builder.
Yeah.
So they've got like Taylor Morrison, Shea, Lancey. They used to be called Pinnacle West also.
Okay.
If that sounds familiar to people.
Yep.
A lot of their builds are like the ones with the garages in the back kind of style, but I believe this neighborhood is mostly just single family. I don't know how to say it. Is it Gehan or Gehan homes? I have no idea.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, whatever.
Fine.
I don't care. They build a nice home and Capital West homes. So this is just kind of like their first phase.
And Shea builds a nice home too. And Taylor Morrison has some really cool designs.
I love Shea. We'll see when I pull up like the new builds and stuff, but I love their styles. Like they have a modern, like usually a modern, a craftsman, a Spanish style. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love the craftsmans. I think we talked about this last week. My love of craftsmen. Can't get enough.
Okay, so usually let's pull up the resales first because there's a few but not many. And then
I was gonna say they must be super new build, like new models, or they didn't live there long, is what I'm trying to say.
There are, let's see. It won't let me sort it. Oh wait, yes I can. Let's sort from lowest price up. So this one here is a resale and it was just built. I don't know if like they completed it and got relocated or something, but only at 415, which is not bad
That's
these
not
days.
bad.
For a new build,
Yeah,
that's
no
like
kidding.
hard to come by. So let's see, this is probably a Shay. Yeah, it is a Shay. I just know by looking at the fronts nowadays.
I was gonna say, she knows her front end elevations.
So yeah, super nice. I mean, they want basic flooring, so if you want to do like your own kind of thing.
I like the whited out kitchen though.
Yeah, the
That's pretty
backsplash
smart.
is cool too.
I agree.
Very popular color scheme for sure. Oh wow, look at that pop of color.
I have those.
Do
Well,
you?
I have one of them. One of them kind of went to where appliances go when they don't work well anymore. But now I have a mismatched set. But yeah, the bright red, I thought it was so cool back in the day.
We used to have blue ones at our old house, the same LG.
Yeah, those are good.
One thing that I learned from those is you got to clean that like
The rubber thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah. For sure.
So the backyard, it looks like you could fit a pool back there if you want to. So it's not bad. Let's see.
Oh, that one's under contract. Oh, there's a lot of pendings. That one we just looked at was pending too.
Yeah, there is a lot of pendings actually. I mean, there's like 3 actives. This one is Pinnacle West, which is Landsea now. So you can see kind of their style.
It's cute. I like the windows in the front. I bet it's very bright in there.
For sure.
Oh, you can see the stairway through it. So that's cute. I love that when you have the stairway and you have windows, and so you can see out from the stairs. Just my thing.
Yeah, totally. I like that too. As long as you have good quality windows, which these.
Yeah, they should, because they're new. Let's hope.
Plenty of room for a pool back there.
Oh wow, that's a big one.
Check out this style. I love that kind of moody farmhouse.
Yes.
Moody.
I love that color.
Fave. Let's see. Let's find an active. Well, this one just went pending, but check out those windows.
There's an active on Levi.
Look at that.
Oh, see, that's cool.
It's like modern.
Yeah.
Okay, so Levi. Let's see that. I think that's. They didn't say, but I think it's the Geehan Homes, or however you say it. Let's see what they got.
That's so funny. They didn't put the builder. Like, come on, bro. You know who the builder is. It just
I think it's offer pad. Let's see. Yeah, they don't do anything.
They don't do anything.
You're lucky if you get a description.
Seriously. Or directions.
Yeah. I like the gray color. It's nice.
That is nice. I like the staggered crown caps. Ooh, it's a shower like JD's old shower.
I know, right? I kind of miss that, but I kind of don't at the same time.
Yeah, that's a lot of glass.
Yeah. Here's the floor plan. It's single story. And the tandem garage. Oh my God, I wish we had that.
Yeah.
That would be so nice, like to get some toys. Munch was in a homecoming parade at Eastmark High this weekend, or on Friday, sorry. Everyone had those like razor things, and they like decorated their razors, and it was kind of cool.
So you're trying to say you need a garage like this so you can get a razor?
Yeah.
So you can put your razor back there?
Yes. No,
I follow you. Again. I got you.
I'm not moving again. I'll have to park it somewhere.
There you go.
So this is probably David Weekley, I'm guessing. Yes. So David Weekley usually has higher end, larger homes. And this one is about 600, so it's a little bit more. Is the brown cabinets coming back?
I've been seeing it a lot, kind of chocolate colored. Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite doors right there.
I love those doors.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a good mix. Like the builders, I think with this one, they're selling off the model. So that's why there's a bunch of those.
That's what it looks like. So they're probably going to convert that back to a garage if you want, right?
Yeah. So here is their site. Like if you wanted to take a look and see what like all the builders offer, like a basic overview.
You have specific notes and specific ways of guiding people with this, because especially if you've never done this before, there's just a lot of options, and it can get very, very overwhelming. And if it's not something that you do every day, then you might not necessarily know, hey, I should get this, or hey, don't upgrade that kind of stuff.
Oh, for sure. There's so much that goes into it, and each builder has different options. So like, Shea Homes offers like some packages, and then like Lennar Homes, they're not one of the builders here, but they have like specific upgrades that you can do. But then some of them, like David Weekley, you can go and like do the whole design center and be like totally overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So it varies so much. And a lot of times I talk to clients, I'm like, all right, well, how much over the base price are you willing to go? Because that can kind of direct you towards which models to go look at. So like our old house, that one was Cal Atlantic, which is now Lennar, but at the time they let you just like go crazy in the design center, and you could easily add like $80,000 to $100,000 to your house because they didn't include anything standard.
Right.
But like our house now, it was just little packages and stuff. So it was a little bit different. But the ones where you can do the design center, like that can break up marriages.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's important to kind of like stay together on the same team and talk about what the most important upgrades are to do. Like our listing on Spine Tree, with the white cabinets, they were going back and forth on that. So he was fine with like the standard brown builder cabinets, and she really wanted the white. And I was like, white it sells, and it wasn't that much more money to do it. And it made it a lot more attractive when it's time to sell.
Yep. That's great advice. And that's just one example of what you do when you're working with new build clients. And I always kind of chuckle to myself a little bit because people out there, because they don't do this every day, they don't know. They think, oh, well, building a house is just so easy. I mean, it's point and click, and you just pick, and then you're good to go. It's really not like that. Especially if you want to set yourself up properly, for resale. We always have resale in mind. Every time we buy something, build something, you have to have the end game in mind. What is going to happen with this house? Is this house going to end up being sold? Is it a stepping stone to get into something better? Is this house going to end up being in your portfolio someday as a rental? Like, there's just so much that goes into it. And then there's lot selection. We haven't even talked about that.
No, there's a lot that goes into picking a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes, well, nowadays it's a little bit tougher, but if you can get your choice of a lot, it's absolutely worth looking it over together. Like, don't just choose it and be like, oh, I got this one. But like, there's just so much.
Yeah.
I can't even like skim the surface. Yeah. But yeah, so here's a few of the styles that they have. See, like, this one's got to be Shea, where sometimes, well, this one doesn't, but normally they have like a corner window in like the modern styles. Like, this one has like a watchtower.
That's cool.
I love that. See if it loads. Yeah, that would be awesome. Just not cleaning them, I don't think. Yeah, you got Taylor Morrison. Let's see what they go up to. Like, what's the biggest? This one has a watchtower too. I love it.
That one's cool.
I'm a sucker for like unique.
Same. Yeah, of course, it's the David Weekleys are on the high end. Yeah.
High 500s. That's not that bad for those kind of houses though.
Not for a David Weekley. No.
Yeah. I mean, out here it would be at least 9. The David Weekleys are actually selling for over $1 million now. There's one house that has that big lazy river, like you just posted.
Did you see that pool?
I did.
It has a golf course in the middle.
That's insane. So yeah, here's just kind of a gist of what's available. But if you want to talk about it, I'm happy to talk about the differences between all the builders.
Yeah. JD can talk about that for days. So just get in touch with JD. She'll give you everything you've ever wanted to know in the history.
Everyone will be like, shut up. Here they just finished their pool. Look at that view. That's awesome.
Beautiful.
Like living on vacation. One cool thing about their HOA is only $75 a month right now.
Wow.
So that's pretty good for what you get. It might go up when they're done building. because a lot of times the builders do subsidize the cost, but starting at 75 is really good. Here, let's go back a little bit. Can you see these pictures?
Yes.
These park pictures? So the neighborhood has like super cool art, like artwork scattered around, and there's like some kind of like an art program where the whole neighborhood, every park is going to have like artwork around it.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll show you when we get to the parks. But yeah, so HOA $75 a month, you get the pool, you get parks. They do have a CFD, which a lot of people wonder about. If you're from California, they usually call them Melrose tax. Usually the neighborhoods with a lot of amenities will have, it's called a community facilities district, where the taxes are higher than normal. And it's a bond that goes towards paying for like community improvements and like cool stuff. So like out in East Market, it helps pay for the Great Park, which is huge and expanding. So that's why the taxes are a little bit higher. So you got to take that into consideration when you're picking your house too. Here is a video.
Oh, cool.
Of they're starting the big park now.
Cool.
It's kind of cool to see it like in the beginning.
Yeah.
$6.9 million.
That's it? Oh,
and Avondale is they're contributing 8.1.
So what are we up to now? Like 14 something?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So here are some photos. This is funny because I know this person in this picture here.
That's funny.
Used some Eastmark photos in the beginning before the parks were done. But yeah, so you can see like the parks, they have the little sculptures and oh, that thing goes so fast. Each park has different stuff. There's one that has a super cool thing. You see these like metal art on here.
Those are cool.
I like that little dome. Twilight Terrace, like how cute is that? I like the blue chairs. I want some. Oh yeah, here's this thing. Look at that. That's like big barrel or
what is
that pass thing. I don't even know. It's like, I have no idea, but it's cool.
It's equipped. Oh, it goes to a park?
Yeah, it's like part of a park, but it's like one of the art pieces.
That's cool.
Looks pretty. It's super cool. What else we got? Okay, so we have schools. I know schools are a big thing for people.
Giant.
They're currently, I think it's Collier, Littleton Elementary School District is the district. The high school district is Tullis and Union. Kind of like how you guys have like Kyrene and then Tempe.
Yep.
So currently the elementary school is up here where the number 1 is, but they're building one in the neighborhood.
Oh, right on.
It's going to be a K-8, and it's supposed to open in 2023. And it's going to be like a college prep, like kind of accelerated school. So it's public, but a little more rigorous.
A little extra.
Yeah. And then you can see this map is cool. I can send it to anyone that wants it. It has like the private schools. So, you know, some people from out of state or whatever, they're looking for like the tuition private schools. Like back east, it's like you either went to public or you went to Catholic school.
Right.
So there's some of those on there. And then the charter schools are free. So I know that's a weird concept to people who just move out here. They're like, what are all these school options? There's just so many. But yeah, here's a few of the tuition-free charters. This must be something to do with horses, right? Arizona Agribusiness and Equine Center.
Equine, yeah.
I don't know how to say that.
I would say that probably is a good guess.
Yeah, that's super cool. Arts Academy, which I would love. Legacy is a very popular one. Imagine School is very popular.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about them.
Yeah, so you can see on the map, there's a lot of options. Let's see what else we got. area attractions.
Ooh,
So
well,
I
I've
haven't been
been
out there in
there.
a long time. I remember when it was just this arena. It was the Glendale Arena, and it was just like right there in the middle of a field.
Yep, and there was nothing
There was
around it.
nothing. I remember watching the Cardinal Stadium being built from when I used to go hiking up at what is it called now? Payasoa Peak. You could
Yeah.
see it. It was so cool. But the Cardinal Stadium's not that far away, only a couple miles. Like you're 4 miles to the 10 and then up the 101 and you're there. Um, the Westgate is like where all this stuff is. That's what they call it. It's like they've got restaurants, shops, the sports arenas and stuff like that. Um, there's so much. Look at all this within like 12 miles.
Oh yeah. Some good restaurants too.
Hmm. They've really built up a lot with the good restaurants and like not just chain stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
there's still chain restaurants, but yeah. There's a Fry's food store 2 miles away, Albertson Safeway 8 miles. So Fry's will be your closest bet. There is a super bomb pizza place. It's at 83rd Avenue and Lower Buckeye, which is not that far.
Hmm.
We used to go there. It's called Palermo's. And if you like New York style pizza, it's great.
JD knows her New York style pizza. She's from Jersey.
This is why I have problems. Pizza and bagels, right?
Pizza.
Yeah. I think that's about it. Is there anything that you can think of?
No.
Kind of a lot.
Any feedback? Have you had an opportunity to speak to any of the neighbors, people who live there, maybe mamas from our group that might already live there? I mean, I know it's really new.
It's still super new. I looked and I couldn't find anything yet. If it's anything like the sister community, it's probably amazing.
Yeah.
Everyone's probably super excited to be there and meet new people. They've got like the pools, parks, walking paths and stuff. So I'm sure that you'll run into people when you're out and about. I forgot also they're going to be doing big activities too, like harvest festivals, the spring concerts.
Nice.
I love those. Independence Day celebrations, home for the holidays, like all that kind of stuff. So that'll be a good opportunity to meet new people.
Yeah, and it's just nice for the kids to be able to, have those opportunities to meet other neighbor kids. And well, you know what that's like. You're in kid-friendly neighborhood RS over there.
Yeah.
But it's nice, right? Because really, for me, so we had a sleepover over the weekend, and it was Jackson's little friend that comes from Queen Creek, right? And so it's like kind of far, and it ended up working out, and it was great, and to have our sleepover, and it wasn't impactful on either parent, but it's far away, and we wish that we could see him, every day or every weekend, but it's far away. So it's just so nice to have the built-in friends and entertainment.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. I love it. Like Munch will be like, can Taylor come over? I'm like, all right, let me ask her mom. We'll go get her. Be there in like 2 minutes,
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I do
so
love
cute.
that. But yeah, once the school gets built there too, that's a great opportunity for moms, even dads too, to meet other people like through the school.
Well, you do a lot of that, right? Like you're on the yearbook committee and you were just working on the floats. So how did you get involved in that? Did they just ask, was there like a volunteer opportunity or?
Yeah. So like our school has, they call it the PTSO. And they're adding letters all the time.
What does that stand for?
PTA, PTO. The S is for student, so parent teacher student organization. So it encompasses everyone, but like, they'll ask for help and stuff. And I remember the first year the school opened, I was like, I want to do the yearbook. So that's like my job for the next 4 years. So I've done 2 and now I got 4 more, but it's fun. I like it. A bunch of us moms, we met up to do the parade float, and the kids played and had fun, and we built it, and it was just really cool.
That's awesome. I love it. Getting involved is fun. I mean, sometimes, and I feel this way too, like sometimes you have a little, social anxiety about meeting new people and getting involved and things like that. But once you go and do it and realize everybody's feeling the same way you do, then it's like, you wish you would have started earlier,
Yeah, totally. I'm like that. I'm a homebody too, but it is nice to get out, and when you have kids and they can meet other friends, and that's how you meet friends for you, and it's cool.
Right. Lots of opportunity
Totally
there.
worth it.
All right, my dear. Well, another neighborhood news in the books.
Yay.
All right, Mom Nation. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.